Welcome to Fierce, Fit, Feminine, and Other F Words, a place where women in business come to learn more about health, beauty, body language, and communication. I'm Christine Brunelli, chiropractor and former beauty salon owner turned certified image consultant, helping you glow from the inside out so that you shine both online and in real life. And today, I want to talk about your profile picture. What does it say about you? Every single person on the planet that has a phone probably has a profile photo. And if they don't, we're going to talk about that too. Are you ready? Let's dive in. I've been online since dial-up internet. That terrible sound. That tells you a little bit about how old I am. I remember having a Gateway computer. I don't even know if that company exists anymore, but the box was so beautiful. Gateway was a brand that the box would come in this, it was almost like a dairy cow. It was white with like black spots that looked like a dairy cow, but it was a big clunky thing, where your monitor was separate from your computer, the whole deal. And turning it on and waiting for it to connect to internet, it was just the most awful sound. And it took a couple minutes. And, while it was connecting, it would do this ba-dung, ba-dung sound in the middle. And anyway, that's how long I have been online. And back then, we did not need profile pictures. We weren't barely online at all. This was brand new. And I am talking about the mid-90s, early to mid-90s. So this was a long time ago. And then we fast forward to the 2000s. Facebook had already been created. That was the very first place where most people experienced an online presence where they put a picture of themselves online, whether they were in business or not. And it took me until 2007 or 2008, something like that, to open a Facebook account. And I didn't put a picture of myself there. It was a bumblebee. It was a close-up of a bumblebee on a flower, just kind of one of those things, because I kind of felt weird. Like, this doesn't feel natural. Why would I put my face there? And I am Gen X, and, the golden oldies, the silent generation, the silent mature generation would be like my mom, 70 and older, probably, where some of them are really savvy, tech savvy, and they do have their picture online and they do know how to use social media and all of that. But that generation, for the most part, is still kind of like disconnected from the online world. Not all of them. Some of them are super tech savvy, but my generation was the first one that really was like, do I like this or not like this? Because when Facebook was created, that was when Mark Zuckerberg was still in college, and, all of the college students were using Facebook. And that is what really catapulted us to the online space. I mean, the internet existed, MySpace existed, but that was mostly music at the time. But directories with our picture on it didn't. And Facebook brought that to life. Well, now, fast forward to 2023, everybody that has a cell phone probably has a social media account of some kind, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, something. If they're using a cell phone, they probably have a profile picture. If you're a woman in business and you have a profile picture, what does that picture say about you? That's what I want to talk about today. But before I talk about you, I want to put you in the position of a consumer or someone that's needing healthcare, for example, and you are scrolling. Either you're doing the online Google search thing for a new dentist in town, or a new therapist, you're on Psychology Today, or a chiropractor, or a hairstylist. You go to social media and you go to Google, right? You go looking for their photo, don't you? You want to know what this person looks like. And if they don't have a picture, most likely you're not going to read their bio. Am I wrong? I don't think so. The people that are going to grab your attention are the ones that have a photo, and you are caught like stopping the scroll, looking at the photo and going, I like this picture. I'm going to read more about this person. It doesn't mean that that person is beautiful or handsome or stunning. There's just something about the photo that says, I want to know more about this dentist, or I want to know more about this therapist. What is it about the picture that gets you to stop? What is it? Have you ever thought about that? this is what I do. This is what I help you do. I help you put yourself out there online, also in person, but online, because a lot of us struggle with camera confidence and knowing exactly what to project to attract the people to us that we want to attract. And this is what I want to help you do. But before I get to you, what are you looking for? Have you ever thought about that? When you are looking for a restaurant, the first thing you do is read reviews. When you're looking for a service provider, one of the first things you do is look for location, right? Are they close to me? The second thing is, let's look at their picture. And then if they have a picture, you either read their bio or you don't. But there's a process of elimination. If there's no photo, usually you scroll past it. So when we're looking at the photo, what stops you? I want you to think about what stops you. Is it because they're smiling? Is it what they're wearing? Or maybe you see something that you think, I would never go to this person. I don't care what their accolades are. I've seen some headshots that make me go, how you doing with that? Because even though people will tell me I'm not judgmental, I'm not critical, I say bunk. We automatically size people up in person and on photos in 3 to 5 seconds. And I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. Because this is all ladies here. You're walking in the mall and you're leaving and it's dark outside and you're walking to your car. You're by yourself, your hands are full, and you are scouting the parking lot and you see people in the parking lot that are causing a ruckus. What are you sizing up to determine whether you are safe or not going to your car? What are you looking at? Not just behavior. You know that you know that you know. You are looking at how they're dressed. You're looking at their body language and you're listening to the words, the tone, and the voice they're using. Correct? We do judge people based on appearance. We do. And it is innate in us. It's a safety measure. It's this caveman thing that's left over. When we walk through any place in public, your mind, as much as you want to say you're not judgmental, you're not judging them as a human, you are looking at someone and deciding, am I safe? Is that person friendly? What is the sexuality of that person? You size it up. And sometimes we get thrown by that, right? Especially in today's culture. You also size up whether they're successful, whether they're educated. All of these things are sized up in seconds. So it is not you being critical. It is part of us. It's innate in us to decide whether we're in a safe environment and then move forward. So this whole thing translates to online. We know that we have to be careful online for online safety. And that's partly why we look at photos, especially when we're going to someone that's going to be cutting us open, drilling in our mouth, or anything like that. We want to know, does this person look friendly or does it look like somebody that, is going to cause pain? And I have seen photos of doctors and dentists and anyone that does work in the healthcare field when there's needles and blood involved, where I think, I don't know if I'd go to that person. He just scares me or she scares me. And I wonder if you've done that too. My guess is you have. So now let's talk about your photo. And I don't want to talk about your private, personal life pictures and your profile there, your profile picture there. I want to talk about the one you use professionally, the one you use for your business. If you were a consumer or your ideal client, would your photo stop you and cause you to want to read more and read the bio? Let's talk about that. What components are necessary for your profile picture to stop the scroll? Well, first I want to say, if you don't have a picture on LinkedIn or on your website or on a Facebook page or Instagram page of your face, and you are a business owner that provides services, in other words, you're not manufacturing like tools and screws and, you're not like that kind of business, but you're a service business, service provider, you need your face to show. Unless you are a billionaire who doesn't care about growing your business and you don't need new clients and you don't need new business, you need your picture there. So we'll get you there. If that's you right now, don't worry, there's time. We can get your picture there. Now, if your picture's there and it's not well lit. Your face isn't well lit. It's kind of dark, or there's a window behind you and it's backlit, like a photography trick where your face is darker than the back. Maybe the sun is behind your head. That is not a professional, good profile picture. Your face needs to be well lit. Now, women, we tend to not want our face lit if we don't feel pretty. And I get it. But there are ways to use light to make you look more beautiful. Lighting, even without tons of makeup, can make you look more beautiful and radiant if you know how to use it. So the backlit picture looks like a DIY photo. It doesn't look professional and people can't see your face. So they're not probably going to stop the scroll if that's your photo. The next thing I want you to think about is, are you smiling? A smile matters. I don't care who you are and what service you provide, you should have a smile. You don't have to have like a wide open, laughing kind of smile, but a nice, warm, welcoming smile. It doesn't even have to have your mouth open if you're insecure about your teeth. You can practice a closed mouth smile, but you should be smiling and your eyes should be looking at the camera so that when someone is looking at your picture as they're scrolling by, it looks like you are looking at them. It looks like you're making eye contact with them through their computer or their device, their phone, whatever. And if you're smiling with that eye contact, then you look friendly, you look approachable, you look like someone they say, I want to know more about her. And I've said this so many times on this podcast show, but I'm going to say it again. If you took the picture yourself, the camera should be at eye level or slightly above. Do not, please, for the love of God, take a picture with your phone with the camera down, like below your chin, looking up. Not flattering. Nobody's going to want to call you. Okay, they might call you, but it is not flattering. That is not your best photo. And I'm going to talk about how you can improve that in a minute. So the lighting matters. The camera angle matters. We want to be able to see your eyes. We want to be able to see you smile. Now let's talk about what you're wearing. Have you ever thought about you noticing what someone is wearing in a photo? And I'm going to throw out a couple examples, and this is going to be touchy in some places, but I'm okay saying it because it's what we do. Again, we make judgments. If you are looking for an attorney, now let's say you need, I don't know, a family law attorney for whatever reason. Maybe it's for child support. Maybe it's for separation and divorce. Maybe it's for whatever. I don't know. But if this attorney looks friendly enough, you know, she has a smile, but she's wearing this bright red spaghetti strap top plunging, showing her breasts. Now what? It might stop the scroll and you might go, oh my gosh, like, let me see where she's from. Maybe she's from a culture that I don't understand. Am I right? I'm right. Your brain is going to play some tricks on you. So what you wear, now that's an extreme example, but what you wear does matter. Dress for the position you offer. If you're a licensed professional, you should be dressed professionally. You should be at your absolute best in your profile picture. The best. You can let your hair down and it'll be a little more relaxed in real life, but this picture that is in your professional directories and on LinkedIn or wherever you have a headshot needs to communicate a few things. Without even knowing your personality, it should communicate you are educated, you are professional, you are approachable, you are friendly, and that you are capable of taking care of business for whatever they're looking for. It should communicate confidence. I know that there are clothes in my closet that make me feel more confident than other clothes. Some clothes make me feel comfortable. The clothes that make you feel confident are what you should be wearing for your headshot or your profile picture. Leave the comfort clothes for your everyday work. When I think comfort, I'm thinking of maybe a long down past the hip cardigan with a cute top underneath, pair of slacks, and some cute shoes, right? It's super comfortable. Maybe it's even with leggings and it's stretchy and all of those things, but the top, the fabric is very loose and forgiving and it's just comfortable. It's something you want to stay in all the time. But that comfort does not beget confidence. You know I'm right. You put on a blazer with a crisp white shirt underneath or a crisp shirt with a collar underneath, you feel different. That difference that you feel should come through in your profile picture because you're a professional woman. So how do you know what neckline? How do you know what color? There is no way for me to go through that right now in this episode, but I can tell you, if you just stay with the neutrals, you can't go wrong. Just make sure that the background of that picture is not in a house that shows mess, right? You don't want a messy background. A plain painted wall is fine. A brick wall, a bookcase, something like that. But a nice headshot is crisp and clean. Your eyes are looking at the camera, you're smiling, and you look the part. You are the woman that they need. You are the answer to their problem. You're the solution. You're going to be able to help them. Okay, so maybe you don't have a photo shoot scheduled, but you know you need to update your picture, or maybe you don't have a picture and you need one up there stat. I've got something for you. I made a DIY selfie headshot guide for you, completely free. It's free. It is very visual with lots of pictures. I even put myself at risk in this thing because I showed bad lighting on pictures of myself where I'm like, oh, I would never put this anywhere in public. But I want you to see what bad lighting looks like, because sometimes we can take selfies and because we're feeling kind of cute, right? Where I think you should take selfies. But the light, like something in the picture is not how we look in real life. Well, it's the lighting, my friend. It's the lighting. So there's a whole thing in there about lighting and camera angles and all of that. And you can download that for free right here in the show notes. It's the DIY selfie guide. It will help supercharge your profile picture. You can do it yourself. Cell phone photos do have enough pixels now to be crisp enough to be used for your website, great enough for your LinkedIn headshot, all of those things. And I want you to have that for free because it's like my goal in life for everyone to get one photo that communicates exactly what they want it to say for the people looking, right? The people looking for them. Just make sure when you do it, you're wearing something that makes you feel badass and you're smiling and you're engaging with that camera lens. And I cover that in this little guide too. So I'm going to leave you here with go to the show notes, tap the link, grab the free guide. It's super easy. You'll get it within minutes. And then afterward, I offer a free headshot audit. So if you go through and you get this guide and you take a couple pictures, you can privately email me the photos that you take, and I will help give you tips and tricks to tweak it and make it better if it needs help at all. All right, that's all I have for you today. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye for now. If you loved this episode, you want to come back next week because next week piggybacks on this topic. I'm going to be talking about why we need to be showing up online more right now and how that will grow your business. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you get notified and my next episode shows up in your podcast library. And until then, have a fierce, fit, feminine, and fabulous day.